Good morning, it's Chris from Tamebay here, and I'm with Fletch Novis from Airwallex to find out a bit more about the company. So, what do Airwallex do, Fletch?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Airwallex is a global payments, international payments business. We specialise in working with e-commerce businesses to collect funds, convert them, and pay out to suppliers for your global e-commerce sales.
So, global e-commerce sales, that fits in well because we're here today at the annual
Wonderful
Retail Without Borders. And Retail Without Borders have got so many different marketplaces and different platforms from, I think there's people from everywhere, from Australia to India to China to Europe to America today. So how can you help an online retailer with their finance? What do you actually do?
Sure. So one of the main challenges if you're selling internationally is going to be how do you deal with your sales proceeds? So you collect money in Australia. So you mentioned Australia, let's use that as an example. You make sales in Australia. You're most likely going to be paid in Australian dollars. So the marketplace or the platform that you're going to be using or selling upon is going to require you to be paid in Australian dollars, which is great if you're in Australia, not great if you're in London. Yeah. So what we offer you is the ability to have a local collection account in Australian dollars. Mm-hmm. So you can instantly set up an account in Australian dollars that allows you to repatriate those funds from the marketplace back to the local account. So that's a domestic transaction. And then within our proprietary platform, convert those into GBP, for example, if you wanted to move your funds home, or let's say you wanted to pay your supplier in China, you could convert them into CNY and then or USD and pay your supplier.
So let me just take a step back. Yeah, you said set up a bank account.
Yes.
So what that would mean is you'd set up a bank account for me in Australia.
Yes.
And whether I was selling on eBay Australia or Amazon Australia or Catch or any of the marketplaces, I then put that in as my bank account into Absolutely. The marketplace, so the money goes to there in Australian dollars.
Absolutely. And we can set those up instantly. So once you're approved for the account, which takes less than 24 hours, very, very simple process, you can then instantly open those we call them virtual accounts. You can open those virtual accounts. You can have one for everything, or you could have one per marketplace. You can open them yourself on the platform.
So why wouldn't I just get the marketplace to pay me direct and take my banks will do an exchange?
Sure. So some marketplaces don't offer that solution. So some marketplaces simply they have to give you the funds locally to sign up with them and to sell on that platform. So if you don't have a localized banking option, you can't sell on that marketplace. Some marketplaces have what's known as like a distribution product, and so they will pay back to your local GBP account, but they do that at a very, very high premium. So it's not FX is not their business. They don't have access to wholesale rates. So they're providing a margin, creating revenue from that product, and you have absolutely no control. So they distribute the funds to you whenever they want to. So when the rate's good for them, for example. So having a localized solution allows you to have complete control over when you move the funds, how much you're paying, because with a localized solution, you have the opportunity to certainly negotiate your rates down, get far, far better rates, and deal with an actual finance expert and specialist company.
Fantastic. So one thing that our readers are going to want to know is what makes Airwallex special in this area?
Yeah, and that's a really good question. I think if you look at a lot of businesses in the arena, they'll talk about we can do collection, we can do conversion, and we can do payment. And that's on the surface of that, there's nothing special. Where Airwallex is completely different to everybody else is we're a technology business. So you should think of us more like a Revolut and a TransferWise than a traditional bank or distribution center or an FX brokerage. Brokerages are intermediaries, therefore they have a high set of costs. They have people that need to be paid, the traders, the dealers, the brokers. What we're offering businesses is the opportunity to use our technology, self-service, and really make the most of the efficiencies that we've gained through our platform and technology at a very, very low cost. So we don't have high overheads. We don't have brokers and dealers and traders that all need to be paid. We keep the costs very, very low, and we use local clearing platforms to allow nearly instantaneous payments. So depending on where you're moving money, you can do that in real time. Versus a broker that has to go into you move the money to the broker then moves the money into the traditional banking platform, and there's all a layer of costs involved in that. So for us, I think the real differentiator is our technology. We've been around 3 years. Our technology is cutting edge.
So it's all new technology.
Absolutely brand
it's
new.
not some archaic technology
No.
from a decade ago.
This is absolutely cutting edge technology, and which gives a couple of advantages. Firstly, our integration is very simple. So you say, I want to integrate the data with Xero. We can build that integration with Xero very, very quickly because we're building with cutting edge technology, not legacy systems that a lot of brokerages and banks are using. The other advantage is flexibility for the merchant. So we can offer the product as a web app. So you could just sign in to a web app and service yourself. Alternatively, we can offer you an API product that you could plug into a platform, both of which do exactly the same thing. So it gives you complete flexibility to build the product to suit you as a business versus just having the platform that the broker allows you to use, which is restricted by what they say you can do.
So this sounds fantastic, but
good.
Now someone's interested. What do they do? How do they sign up? Do they sign up, or do they need some consultancy, or do they just download the app, or where do they go for more information? And what's the next step?
So for more information, go to www.airwallex.com. That's the great point of information on our product. You can sign up there. It's very, very simple. We're really flexible. You can speak to myself or one of the team. You can click the contact us button on the website and someone will contact you to take you through the process. Or alternatively, you can just do it yourself. You can go online, sign up with a couple of pieces of information, very high level, provide us with some verification documents, which you do entirely on the platform and then on our secure platform, and then your account is verified. And basically off you go. Tell us what you need and we'll be set up the first time you log in. You need Australian dollar, JPY. That's all set up ready for you to collect.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Fletch, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Cheers, Chris.